What's good, YouTube? Quinway coming to y'all with that analysis breakdown on Chris Bosh. This is kind of a tribute to his mid-range game was his bread and his butter, using his length and that size and that touch. Really helped him score a lot on any type of defense, especially if you got him into a good position or a good entry. He can get his feet set. He can use his footwork to keep the defender off balance, and he will be able to rise above them and knock in the jump shot. And he also was able to use screens and use angles to be able to get that jump shot off nice and clean over great defense. And he was a guy that can go very hot off this type of shooting, and he can be your focal point of your offense. And he showed that in Toronto. He also showed that it's different ways of using your ability to get to your spots, and you can stretch your game out a little bit. And I feel like that's something that really helped him, was the patience of, I don't really have to rush. I can use my teammates, I can use my awareness to be able to make the right play and make the right decision. And I feel like he was very patient in that post, and he was very comfortable in that post, and he was also able to see what the defense was doing around him, and then he would be able to set a screen and get shots for himself or his teammates in the mid-range, unlock that, because they had to guard him, they had to pay attention to him, because he got so good at the post shot that he can knock down a wide open shot without even dribbling. But he had range on that, and he continued to add on to that as his career went on. And he can set a screen anywhere on the court and be a threat because of that range and because of that confidence that he had in that jump shot. And he really was able to stretch it as he got older. But it just shows you that his work ethic wasn't just to settle. He wanted to be one of the greats. He wanted to be known as one of the greats. He wanted to be remembered as one of the greats. And work ethic puts, the rest of that in. And I feel like his 3-point shot, I wasn't surprised that he started shooting them, because he was already, close to shooting them already. But I was happy that he was more willing to accept that he had to for the fit. And he ended up being a great 3-point shooter before he retired. And it just shows you that the work ethic was there to get it done. And I just like the fact that he was just a great guy, that he did it for his teammates too. I fit better and they play better if I do these roles of setting screens and looking for the threes and looking for the pass and looking for my shot. And it gives the floor space, and that raises your teammates' confidence, because they have more flow and more go in their game, and they can feed off you, and you can still be a huge piece of that offense by being a threat all throughout the game, as a guy that can hit a mid-range, as a guy that can be in isolation, as a guy that can play off the ball, and as a guy that can make plays whether he has the ball, quick or fast. And he understood that. And these plays that he's make as a passer, he knows where the shooters are at, he knows where the cutters are at, he knows when guys are coming off the screen because of familiarity. And he made his teammates better, and he made his teammates play better, because he was always making the job easier for them. And that's something that he should get a lot of respect for in his career. This guy will do anything it takes to make his teammates' job easier, even if it's called turning down the ball and letting them be the aggressors. And that was something that he did more when he left Toronto, and he became more of a star role player. And he was able to finish, use his length and his size to get to the basket, and he was able to use his finesse and his length to be able to finish in that paint. And he was also able to be aggressive when he wanted to, just picking his spots when to drive and when to shoot, and knowing was good. And he was also a great shot blocker. Not the greatest, not the biggest, not the longest, not the scariest guy, but he was quick, he was fast, and he can catch you slipping, or he can catch you when you're not paying attention. And most people, you know, will give him credit on that. You gotta use that length and that side and that speed for a reason. Why not use it for the defensive end of the basketball? But he wasn't the biggest or the greatest, but he did cover a lot of space when it comes to blocking shots. And like I said, this guy understood his role, understood what they needed him to do, understood what they meant for him to be on a team, and he very respectfully took it as something that's great. Y'all want me on this team. Y'all do anything to get me on this team. Y'all show that y'all want to keep me. Why not meet y'all halfway and keep my part, even if it involves to me getting a lesser role? I'm willing to do what it takes to win. And that's what this guy was about. That's what his career was about. And that's why we remember him as a great winner because of that reason. He won championships, he sacrificed, and he was able to have a huge role and a huge impact with other great players being on his team and being one of the best, players on that team too. You have to give him his respect for that. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, and share. Continue to check out the videos. Got more content coming as the days and the months and the years go by. I've been at it for a while. If you're new, hit the notification bell to get it when it comes out, or so you know that it came out. Other than that, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'm gone.